Hello, hello. Welcome back to Peak Northwest, an outdoors and travel podcast by the Oregonian and Oregon Live, dedicated to the adventure and exploration of our beautiful Pacific Northwest. I'm Jamie Hale.
And I'm Chiara Profena. Together we take you to some of the most beautiful and interesting destinations in our region, discussing where to go, what to do, and places to see. And today we are talking about some of the best gift for outdoor adventurers in Oregon.
That's right. You could very easily get the outdoors person in your life, say, an REI gift card or a new pair of socks, which I will say, a new pair of socks is actually a really good gift. Always, any time of year. Honestly.
I love a sock.
Valentine's Day, new pair of socks. Veterans Day, new pair of socks. Oh, it's Wednesday, new pair of socks.
There's some good socks out there, too.
A lot of good socks. But I will say, I think one of the best gifts you could give is the gift of a great outdoor adventure.
I am so on board with this. I am not a materials person.
Yes.
I do not love having clutter and things in my house. So I literally always tell people, take me somewhere, let's do something instead. There are so many better gifts than just getting somebody another, little tchotchke or thing that they put on their shelf and forget about or have to donate in a year. So
I feel you.
Yeah.
I do love a little tchotchke. I have to admit, a little brass pine cone. Oh, a fun little ceramic. I love this stuff. But that said, I don't need much more of this. Not a lot of people do. And there are so many ways to give people these outdoor Oregon experiential gifts. So what we have today is a bunch of ideas, frankly, just a bunch of ideas. So if this sounds at all up your alley, get out your notebook, get ready to get the perfect gift for someone who loves to go outside and do fun adventures.
I'm excited for this.
Wow. Well, should we just jump into it then?
Tell me what you got on your list.
Okay.
Jamie. Let's go through these options.
The first one, which I think is a great one, by the way, it's I think maybe one of the best ones on the list. Tree climbing at Silver Falls. This is something that I feel like you're not going to think of doing for yourself necessarily, but is a really cool experience. It's also something that you might need a little nudge to do, right? You know about that. We did, our colleague Vicki Connor did the tree climbing at Silver Falls experience, and she did a video. I think we talked about it on the podcast at the time. But essentially, you just are climbing a very tall tree in Silver Falls State Park. Vicki climbed a 300-foot tall Douglas fir, with a whole system of pulleys and harnesses and all that stuff. There are people there with her doing it, and she said the views were incredible up there, and the experience of climbing a tree like that was kind of exhausting. But when do you ever do that?
That sounds kind of insane. I think I missed this because I was trying to picture tree climbing, and that's not what I was expecting. But that sounds really awesome. And for people that are also into physical movement, also you can hit arm day.
Yep. Exactly.
I feel like that sounds like a really good workout too, and it just seems like a really cool experience.
And to get to go into the canopy of the forest, we never get to do that.
Yeah, the views must be insane.
Exactly. So they have a couple of different climbs. They have these half-day climbs that are $149 per person. So more on the pricier end of your gifts. They also have the sunset climbs for $179 a person. The sunset climb
sounds really cool.
That's pretty cool. But they also do these multi-day climbs. They do kids camps, so all kinds of stuff. But I think giving the gift of a little something that, again, you wouldn't think about doing for yourself, that you might be oh, I don't know if I really want to do this. Well, let me ask you, because you were sort of I never thought about this before. If someone gave you the gift of this adventure, would you be okay, let's check it out?
Yeah, I think that would be my exact reaction. I'd be interesting. Why not?
Yeah.
This seems like a cool, very memorable experience.
Yeah.
When do you get to climb such a tall tree?
Exactly. Maybe a little risky in terms of not everyone is into the heights,
Yes.
whatever. But
you gotta know your audience.
Exactly.
So the children aspect in the kids camps, is that like a similar experience for them? Do you know about that?
I don't know a ton about it. I just know that, they have a lot of offerings. The company is called Tree Climbing at Silver Falls.
Good.
It's easy to remember. Their website is treeclimbingatsilverfalls.com. So you can go there, and they sell gift certificates there, and you can get one for the price of a climb, basically.
Very cool.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on, something a little bit different. Whale watching on the Oregon coast.
Right.
We just talked about this recently.
We know all about this.
You know a little bit about whale watching in the Oregon coast. But if you didn't listen to that episode or you don't know about it, Oregon coast is as a whole is not known as like a whale watching destination the same way that, say, Baja is or Hawaii. But in Depot Bay, there is a thriving whale watching industry to go see the gray whales that feed just offshore. So it's a really cool experience to go on these little Zodiac boats, these little sort of like basically, military grade inflatable rafts with a motor, really low to the water, and fit 8 to 10 people, and you just go out there on the water and get as close as you can, and you're allowed to get to these whales.
Right.
And it's a crazy cool experience. I love it. This is like what I've done it a few times. I would recommend this to literally anyone who doesn't have like a horrible fear of being on the water.
And we had more of a timing for this one as well too. Remind us when the whales are going to be around.
I mean, September is sort of like your sweet spot right there. But they do tours really kind of all the time. You also have your whale migration at the end of December, and then also in March.
Gotcha.
So there's some options there too. I've done one in the spring around that kind of migration time period. I've done one in the summer. I've done one in September. I've seen whales every single time.
Nice.
It's not a guarantee, but if you want a guarantee, you can do one for later. But you can get gift certificates for. There's a few different outfitters there in Depot Bay. The two ones that focus specifically on whales are Whale Research Eco Excursions and Whale's Tail Charters. Both of them offer gift certificates, but the thing is, you just make sure that you make your reservations well in advance. Gift certificate is not good for it doesn't make a reservation for you.
Right.
And that kind of applies to almost everything we're going to talk about today. But for whale watching tours that book up, you want to make sure that once the person who has that gift certificate has it, that they go ahead and make the reservation as soon as they can.
You got to lock them in on a date.
Exactly. The cost for this is more reasonable. It's about $45 to $55 per person for those tours. So that's a good one. You could, get one for a friend, and you could go yourself, go along with them.
Yes. That's also the best kind of thing, is to just make a date for yourself as well.
Exactly. I love that. Yeah, getting a gift for a friend and being like, I got you this gift, I'm coming with you.
We get to go do this together now.
Yeah, and I'm paying for it.
And that's a great gift.
It's an amazing one.
I love when people do that for me.
Exactly. Okay, the next one, Kiara, do you know much about rail riding?
Are these the ones where you're in these little metal carts? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. I do know a little bit about them. I've watched some videos about these. I've never done one though.
I've never done one either. It's been on my list for a few years. Mm-hmm. Of the Oregon outdoor experience list. I keep meaning to do rail riding, but essentially, yeah. I mean, we talked, recently about holiday trains. Mm-hmm. Another way to sort of repurpose old railroads is rail riding, right? So you have essentially, these little carts that have little sort of pedal. They're pedal powered carts.
Yeah.
For two people, and they, you go out with a group, and you can. Pedal yourself down an old railroad through some beautiful scenery. They have these kind of around the country. In Oregon, I think one of the best places to do it is in the Wallowa Mountains, Northeast Oregon. The company is called Joseph Branch Rail Riders, and they offer 1 to 4 hour trips in really different places. You can see the mountain. You can run along, this scenic river. You can go through these big, wide open valleys, really this beautiful scenery up there, but doing it in this really unique kind of way.
That looks really pretty, and it sounds really fun. It also reminded me of those mountain coasters.
Yeah.
That's like a very similar experience. I don't know if they're open, so I was trying to see if those are a year-round thing, but I think those more thrill-oriented people, you could also take them to one of those rail coasters as well.
Yeah.
So
the rail riding is like, it's a workout, right? I mean, this is more of your leg day experience, but you're with another person. So, you're getting, between the two of you, you're doing the work together.
Yes.
So it's another good one to say, hey, I got this for you. We're doing this together.
Yeah. It seems like a good, like, you're seeing stuff, you're having quality time. Are there any other, like, things that are a part of this experience? Like, are you doing anything else besides just kind of like pedaling down this rail?
My understanding is that is what you're doing.
And that's all you need.
That's all you need. It's like taking a scenic bike trip, but instead of being on a bike, you're on a railroad.
Which is pretty cool.
It's very cool. Again, what is it about a railroad? I don't know, but there's something about being on these tracks that is really appealing.
Just nice to know where you're going. Sometimes.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, there's some assurance there. This is another sort of more affordable one. We're talking $30 to $45 per person for Joseph Ranch Rail Riders. They have gift cards available on their website, jbrailriders.com. Mm-hmm. Really cool option.
And this isn't the only option, too.
No,
There's definitely other ones around.
Yeah, go ahead. If you just, go online and search for rail riding Oregon, you'll find some other places to do that, too.
Nice.
Okay, this is a really cool one. Kind of, again, we just had, we had a couple of, really affordable, easy ones. This is the other end of things. How about a hot air balloon ride in the Willamette Valley?
That sounds really cool, honestly.
Less of it's not like, you're doing much physical exertion, but you're getting this incredible scenery and having this magical experience. I've never done a hot air balloon. Have you done hot air balloon?
I actually have. It was so cool.
Tell us about it.
Well, I was in New Mexico, and this is in this is on we go there a lot, my family. So there's a summer hot air balloon kind of festival thing that was coming through one year, and we somehow you can pay one of the people that brings their hot air balloons to just take you up. It's very it's not this organized company type of thing. You just find somebody with a hot air balloon that's coming through, and you're like, hey, will you take me and my family up on your hot air balloon? And we found somebody, and we were kind of able just to take turns going over. It was I think it was maybe end of summertime, so it was really nice weather. You are going up. We're in the mountain range. So it's just you get these incredible views. So, and it's such a cool experience being in a hot air balloon. I feel that's the only time I've ever done it. And it was so memorable to just be in there, have all of these different sensory experiences. You're feeling the heat of the hot air balloon, being filled with hot air, and then you're also feeling the wind, and you're feeling you're floating in this little basket. It's really, really cool.
Yeah, I mean, we keep saying what is it about trains? We don't need to say what is it about a hot air balloon, because it just is magic.
Universally amazing. So
cool. Wow, I love that. So, I mean, obviously New Mexico is the land of hot air balloons. They have them on their license plates. In Oregon, we have the Tigard Festival of Balloons, maybe a different level, but it is a very cool experience. And I don't know if you can do the same sort of thing where you I was going to say bribe someone, but that's not quite right. Not quite right. Where you pay someone to take you in their balloon. But if you want to not worry about that and just go about it the regular way, there are two Oregon companies in the Willamette Valley who can make your hot air balloon dreams come true. Vista Balloon Adventures in Newburgh and Portland Rose Balloons in Aurora both offer these hot air balloon rides, and they both have gift cards that are good for one hot air balloon ride. Those cost $245 to $250 per person. Mm-hmm. So again, a pricier gift, but really cool experience. This is one where I'm I gotta try this out.
You got to knock it off the bucket list at some point.
Yeah.
And I think the price is definitely worth like the experience in a sense because of how cool it is and how amazing of like, and yeah, just how amazing of an experience you're getting going on these hot air balloons.
Totally. I mean, an unforgettable experience.
Yeah, no, really, really memorable for sure. If you've got somebody that's really into like visuals and like looking at nature and stuff and things like that, you know, maybe even like a photographer, you can go and take some photos up there.
Definitely.
So there's a lot of different appeals.
Okay. Gosh. Ooh, I want to do this now.
Selling
Taking
it
seriously. Jeez. Well, sort of as we kind of are getting like less adventurous as we go here, and this next one is not really an outdoor adventure as much as an outdoor relaxation, which is, I think, great for everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
And that is giving the gift of a soak at Brighton-Bush Hot Springs.
This is like so up my alley as well.
Yeah. Say more.
I think the idea of getting somebody like a relaxing experience, like I feel like I'm always for that. Like I've gotten massages for a birthday. I've given like spa trips or spa experiences. I feel like just with the people that I have around me maybe in my life, especially just being so stressful and even around the holidays everything being so heavy and tense and there being like a lot of stuff to do, it can be so nice to just get like a mandated relaxation day.
Yeah.
Because I'm the type of person that will never do that for myself. But having it bestowed upon me forcibly is sometimes what I need.
Absolutely. We all do. Yeah. I mean, if you have someone in your life who's been going through some hardship or someone who like, you know, just like, you know, gave birth or something like that. And you're like, well, gosh, how can I help this person? What do I give them? This is a great option.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And there's like, you know, obviously, you know, you can give something more localized, a local spa, a local soaking place, that sort of thing might be good for some people. But if you have that person who like wants to get out there again, Brighton-Bush Hot Springs is, I think, you know, we've talked so much on the podcast about Brighton-Bush Hot Springs for good reason because it's such a great place. It's up there in the Cascade Mountains, just east of Salem. Beautiful views, great vibe, a lot of pools, really good food also. So you can get someone a day pass for $35 a person. And overnight stays, it's a little bit complicated, but like essentially overnight stays range from $112 to $302 per lodging per night. And then you just pay a little bit more for each extra adult staying there.
Okay.
So if that makes sense.
You got to range depending on what day you're picking?
Depending on how many people are staying in the place. But, you know, what you can do is Brighton-Bush has a thing where like it's not really a gift card, but they have gift credits, which can be applied directly to a guest account. So essentially what you can do is you can say like, I'm going to give you X number of dollars and they're going to put it like into your account. So when you go there to soak, you can use that money for whatever. You can use it for your lodging. You can use it for the soak. You can, I'm sure, probably use it to buy like food and snacks and stuff, or to take like, you know, a yoga class or something. All kinds of stuff. But like, again, you're giving someone a little nudge to get out there and take care of yourself, to relax a little bit.
Yeah, that's a super important thing to do for your friends.
Absolutely. So, I mean, those are kind of like, I think for me, these are like the ones that stand out ideas, but there are so many other good ideas. Let's run through a few more here. Gift cards for ski areas. Did you know that you can do this?
I have never thought about this, but
yeah,
it's so obvious. Of course you can do that.
I looked at all the ski areas, all the big ones here in Oregon, and they offer gift cards that are good for anything. They're good for rentals. They're good for lift tickets. They're good for food. Anything on the mountain, they're good for. Not online purchases, but if you're on the mountain, you can use it for whatever. And skiing can be kind of expensive. So it's just sort of the gift, I think, of like helping offset the cost of skiing.
Yeah.
You know, if you give someone like, you know, $50 in a gift card, it's not going to pay for the whole day, I imagine.
But that's a good dent.
Right?
Definitely. Dent in your lift ticket for sure.
So I love, especially as we're getting into ski season, that's, I think, a great idea. Similarly, gift cards for whitewater rafting outfitters. It's another one of these adventures that a lot of people like to do that is a little more expensive. But most outfitters I looked at have gift cards available to pay for some, if not all, of the experience. Another sort of one that maybe is like nudging someone into doing this experience. I think that's always fun. You can get gift cards for train rides on historic railroads. It could be a holiday train. Doesn't have to be.
Just talked about those, and that is a great kind of Christmas gift that you could get somebody.
Yeah, I mean, once you get to Christmas, I mean, most trains are going to be kind of like just about done or booked up.
You could do an early Christmas gift, too.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's always an option, is to just take somebody out before Christmas.
I honestly love that idea. It's like December 1st, and you're like, listen, I know it's not the holidays yet, but I'm going to give you this gift early.
And especially if you have people that you don't see over the holidays.
Yeah.
If you're going out of state and you have friends that are staying here, it's kind of the perfect way to make sure you get that, make that person feel special and not have to think about too much on Christmas if you have a lot of different friend groups or people that you see.
True. That's a great point. Of course, a lot of these railroads also do non-holiday themed rides. So you could get a gift card that could be used for the spring flowers ride or the fall colors ride or the summer look it's beautiful ride.
That's my favorite one.
Right? And then last idea on my list here, Oregon State Park Pass or other outdoor public lands passes. Great stocking stuffer. And I will say the Oregon State Park Pass is a good one this year because they're about to get a lot more expensive. So right now the passes cost $30 for a year, which is a great deal because right now the parking day use fee at an Oregon State Park just went up to $10. So $30, that's basically, you have more than 3 times to a state park in a year, it pays for itself. But that's about to increase to $60.
Ooh.
And they have their 2-year permits, which cost $50 right now, are about to be phased out entirely. So if you buy these before January 1st, you can still get that 2-year pass. It'll be good for 2 years. And you can still get the cheaper 1-year pass. So if you're looking to get an Oregon State Park Pass, this is the time to do it. And again, a great stocking stuffer in there. If you have someone who likes to go to parks literally at all, say you want to go to Rooster Rock a couple times in the summer, or you want to go to Silver Falls a couple times, that's it. That means they don't have to pay for parking at all for them for that time period.
That's kind of genius. I've never considered that. I'm going to write that down. Maybe I need to buy this for myself as well.
I mean, I do every single year.
I love getting myself a Christmas present.
I think you have to. What I do is I wait until after Christmas, and I just make sure that no one's going to buy it for me, and then I buy myself the thing I've been having my eye on that no one bought.
Perfect. Hey.
That's what you do. Of course, State Park Pass is a great one, but they also have, you can get a park pass for Washington State Parks. You can get one for, there's a Northwest Forest Pass. It's good for U.S. Forest Service land. Or you can get the National Park Service sells like an all federal lands pass. That's a little bit more expensive, but it essentially gets you, free parking on any federal lands. So I think that pass plus the State Parks Pass covers most of where you're going to go in Oregon.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
It's a good one too.
Okay, well, so Kiara, I mean, I heard you talk about the State Parks Pass you like. I heard you say the soaking. It sounded good to you. What else feels good to you for these ideas? What else kind of percolated as you were listening?
Ooh, I mean, definitely the spa and like relaxation themed gifts. I think I am so needing that at this point in my life. So even if it's not Brighton Bush, I know there's a lot of local spas that I frequent and a lot of places to get just relax and hang out. I think that's more so my vibe. But the gift cards to ski areas is a really great idea too. Would love to receive that. Hey, family, if you're listening. And the State Park Pass is also great. I know my dad listens.
Your dad's taking notes right now. Yeah.
So a lot of great options here. And for you, Jamie?
There's one person in my life who I'm not going to name just in case they're listening, who has always wanted to do a hot air balloon ride. And I'm looking at that like that. I think that it's again a bit pricey, but it would be really cool for that person they've always wanted to do this.
Right.
And they've never done it for themselves. And I think to sort of like give the gift of that experience could be really special.
That is super special.
Yeah.
And for these bigger gifts too, I'm always a fan of finding another person to split it with you.
Oh, great idea.
So if you're like, hey, this person really wants to do this one activity, get a couple people together, split their ticket. It's not too expensive. It's not too pricey. That's also another great idea. If you want to do something really special, but you don't have, you can't pay for a $250 hot air balloon ticket on your own, find somebody else to help you with it.
That's a great idea. I love this. A lot of great ideas in here for folks. I mean, this is the time to make these special experiences for people. I mean, I think this is a great I love the holidays and gift giving for the, not for the materialistic reasons, right? But for the reasons of like thinking about somebody and thinking about like what is something that would make them really happy, and giving them the experience of that joy and happiness. That's I think just a beautiful part of human connection. I think it's really sweet.
Making somebody feel seen and heard, always a special thing to experience.
Exactly. So hopefully there's some ideas that you can make someone a little happier this season, whether you're Kiara's dad or you're somebody else. But that will do it for us for today, folks. Until next time, you can watch our videos on the Oregonians YouTube channel and view all of our travel and outdoors coverage on OregonLive.com/travel, as well as HereIsOregon.com.
Please leave us a rating or review if you enjoy the show, and if you want to support this podcast as well as our local journalism, please consider a subscription to Oregon Live. You can find the details at OregonLive.com/subscribe. Also, if you're a fan of the show and you're interested in potentially sponsoring it, you can get in touch with our marketing people at advertise@oregonian.com. This episode of the show was produced by me alongside Jamie Hale, Teresa Mahoney, and Vicky Connor.
Stay safe and happy travels, everyone. Until next time, we leave you with this 10 seconds of Zen.